Hi, fifth grade. We are going to go over lesson 84 of math. You need your math book. You need something to write with. You need the printout from Jupiter Ed. And let's get started. So you do need to have read the lesson. We're just going to go over the highlights. Lesson 84 is about mean, median, mode, and range. So mean is another name for average. We learned how to find the average of a data set, a group of numbers, in lesson 50. So we know that to find the mean, the average, we add up our numbers and then we divide that total by the number of numbers that we added together. The middle number of a data set when the data are arranged in numerical order is called the median. When you have a data set, to find the median, you first put the numbers in numerical order from 0 up as far as they go. Then you find the number that is in the middle of the set. If your set has an even number of numbers, then when you get to the middle of the set, you're going to have two numbers. The median is the average of those two numbers. In some cases, your median will be a number that was not originally a number in your data set, but that's okay. The mode is a data point that occurs more than once in your data set. So if your data set has a number that occurs more than once, then that number is the mode. There can be more than one mode in your data set. You can also have no mode. Your data set could be made up entirely of numbers that don't repeat. So then your data set would simply have no mode. Mean, median, and mode are different ways to describe the center of a data set. They're called measures of central tendency. So we might be interested instead, not in what is in the middle of our data set, but how our data set looks broadly. And we call that the spread. It means spread refers to how the data are stretched out. One way of looking at the spread is what is called the range. The range is the difference between the greatest point in your data set and the smallest point in your data set. It means it's your smallest number subtracted from your biggest number, and that is your range. So let's practice. In our practice set for A, we're given the data set 3, 7, 9, 9, and 4. To find the mean, we need to add that up. All right, we would just want to add, okay? So we get 10, 28, 32. Now we have a total. Then we want to divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? We want to divide it by 5 because we have 5 numbers in our data set. If we divide 32 by 5, we get 6 with a remainder of 2. We want to write our quotient as a mixed number because we need to account for all of our data. So the mean, the average of our data set, is 6 2/5. In order to find the median, we need to put our data set into numerical order. All right, so if we put our data set into numerical order, we get 3, 4, 7, 9, 9. Now, I don't know if I can hold this up and do this at the same time. if we look at our data set, if we move from the outside in, so our numbers on the outside are 3 and 9, and then we move into the next numbers and it's 4 and 9. The number in the middle here is 7. Our median is 7 because it's the number in the middle of the set when you put it in numerical order. Okay. Our mode in this case is 9. 9 occurs twice in our data set. So that is our mode. To find our range, we need to subtract 9 minus 3 because 9 is our greatest data point and 3 is our least data point or smallest data point. So 9 minus 3 is 6, which makes our range 6. Right? So of our data set, the mean is 6 2/5, the median is 7, the mode is 9, the range is 6. So let's look at B. Our data set is 16, 2, 5, 7, 11, and 13. So the first thing we need to do is to find the mean. The mean is the average, which means we're going to add up 16, 2, 5, 7, 11, and 13. All right, if we add that up, 10, 8. Everyone's going to watch me do a little bit of math here. All right, so 13, 20, 24. All right, our total should be 54. Oh, there we go. All right, we're going to divide 54 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to divide 54 by 6 because we have 6 numbers in our data set that we put together, that we added together, in order to find our total. 54 divided by 6 should be 9. So our mean, the average, is 9. To find our median, we need to put our data into numerical order. 2, 5, 7, 11, 13, 16. Right, so that's what our data set looks like in numerical order. And I'm just going to move from the outsides into the insides to find my middle number. So, all right. That's my middle number, 7 and 11. Those are the 2 numbers in the middle because my data set has 6 numbers in it. So I'm going to take the average. 7 plus 11 is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. That means my median is 9. Notice that 9 is not a number in my data set, but it is still the number in the middle of my data set. The mode in this case is none. There is no data point in my data set that occurs more than once. There's no number that's repeated, so there's no mode. To find the range, I want to take my highest number, 16. I want to subtract my lowest number, 2, and I get a range of 14. So, for this data set, my mean is 9, my median is 9, my mode is none, and my range is 14. We're going to do one more. We're going to look at C. So for C, my data set is 3, 10, 2, 10, 10, 1, 3, and 10. To find my mean, I'm going to add all of these numbers together. 3, 10, 2, 10, 10, 1, 3, and 10. All right. 5, 6, 9, and I get 49. All right, so that's my total. I'm going to divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So 49 divided by 8 is going to be 6. 6 times 8 is 48. I subtract, and I have a remainder of 1. I want to write my remainder as a fraction in order to account for all of my data. So my mean is 6 and 1/8. In order to find my median, I need to arrange my data in numerical order. So 3, 2, 3. Whoa! I rewrite this. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3. 10, 10, 10, and 10. All right, so now I've got my data set in numerical order. I'm going to move from the outside in. I actually know that I'm going to have 2 numbers in the middle because there's 8 numbers total in my data set. So once I move, 1, 2, 3, 4. What I have, my 2 numbers in the middle are 3 and 10. 3 plus 10 is 13. 13 divided by 2 is going to be 6 and 1/2. So my median, the number in the middle of my data set, is 6 1/2. My mode is 10. The data point 10 occurs 4 times in my data set. It occurs more than once, therefore it is a mode. Mode is 10. My range is going to be 10, the highest, minus 1, the lowest, which makes my range 9. Great. I hope this has been helpful. I trust that you can work the practice set D on your own. It is the exact same process we went through for each of the practice problems here. If you run into any trouble, please let me know. I hope you have a great day, guys. I'll see you later.